Tonight on Kiwi News. A lucky young football team from Auckland are off to the UK to represent New Zealand. How did they score such an opportunity? We talked to the coach for more. And the principal of King's College pleads to the country for a change following the tragic death of student David Gaynor last week. This and much more on tonight's Kiwi News. I'm your host for this evening, Ben Ireland. This young team from Eastern Suburbs Association Football Club have been given the amazing opportunity to represent New Zealand in England. Not only will they be smooching the big names of football, but they will be spending 2 weeks playing the game they love. Here is what the coach Gary Ireland has to say.
Well, we're taking the boys to the UK. We've had an opportunity to play some Premier League youth teams over there. Chelsea, West Ham, Reading, Fulham, who else? Queen's Park Rangers now in the Premier League. And so we're going for about 2 weeks. I'll be playing every second day and really just going to go to see these boys are very good players by New Zealand standards, but we want to go and see how they benchmark against people in the UK and just to sort of program and track them through their football careers.
So how's the fundraising going? What do you got any sponsors at all, or are you just fundraising purely?
Yeah, just fundraising, selling raffles, meat raffles, sausage sizzles. I've got a quiz and auction night coming up. We've done the big club raffle for Eastern Suburbs. So yeah, it's going good. It's hard work, but yeah, it's good for the boys to see that you don't get nothing for nothing. You've got to work hard to try and raise the funds.
And when is that quiz night coming up?
2nd of July at Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart College, 6:30 through to midnight. Well, fitness for one, because it's going to be intense for 2 weeks, and technique. You know, we want to see how their technique at this age compares to kids in the UK. Kids in the UK have had a lot more intense training than what we get in New Zealand because of the football world over there, the football academies. They get them very young and work with them from a very young age. We've been working with this team for the last 4 or 5 years, and whilst they're very good, we need to see how they compare to kids in the UK.
What they are focusing on now, though, is getting there. So keep an eye out for these little guys and their initiative fundraising ideas. Why not buy a sausage and help them live their dream? Two very different pictures are emerging from the King's College ball last Saturday night, which ended in a death of one of its students, David Gaynor. According to the principal, the ball was a very good event with a positive atmosphere, but a student who was attending says ecstasy and cocaine was being consumed. The student was the fourth from King's College to have died in 17 months. Headmaster Bradley Furness says this. So how does this make you feel as a principal?
Well, it's one of the most challenging things that any principal, head of a school could face up to, really, because you dedicate your professional life to the care and the welfare and well-being and the development of the children into what will be independent and resourceful and well-adjusted adults. And to actually see one of those students die it's a terrible blow and quite difficult. I'm very fortunate to be surrounded by a great team of staff, and I would also say I think a wonderful group of students as well. And I've drawn great strength from them and the way that they've responded, and I think there's been a lot of mutual support within our school community. Yes, I think it has affected them, particularly on Sunday when the students came in to meet in the chapel and to meet with our counsellors and our chaplains, and just to talk about this. They were devastated, but we emphasised to them on Monday the need for providing mutual support, to look out for one another and look after one another, and that's exactly what we've seen. And I think that whilst they're still all saddened greatly and grieving sorely and in pain, I think we can see that has worked. They've been able to support one another, and they're slowly coming to terms with this loss.
The New Zealand Emerging Artist Exhibition is where rising artists can come and showcase their art to New Zealand. This year we had artists like Robin Langer and Zeke Wolf. This event was a success, says Kate Casey, the curator of the art exhibition. Here's what she had to say.
Well, for me, it's all about having high quality art pieces aimed at affordable prices, and to educate just an art market to come along and support some of the New Zealand emerging artists. We've got a lot of talent in New Zealand, and this is a way of some of the artists being able to showcase their work that they would otherwise not been able to show off to the public arena.
And who are some of those artists?
Just behind me we've got Toby Rain, who's at AUT doing his Masters. We've got a wide range of ages. A young artist over here is 24. She lives in Wellington. She's currently working on film on The Hobbit. And then I've got my oldest artist today is 64, and he's a surfer out at Piha and works in the regional park. So there's quite a diverse range, Ben, of artists that are exhibited here in both styles and mediums and age.
Fantastic. So how often do you guys do one of these shows?
The shows generally are twice a year. So this year I'm just doing one because of the World Cup, but generally they're twice a year, and we showcase 6 to 7 artists per show, and it's just an opening night with 4-day gallery viewing times. So it works very well for a lot of people, and I think the word's getting out there that it's a really great show, so people coming along to support us and the artists.
This has been Kiwi News for this week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.